Finally, I'm here. It's about time we had some privacy together. I know. I shouldn't be up solo thinking about work, and it's bad for my sleep schedule and everything, but hey, that was already down the drain before this started. I'm sorry, but I just had to see you again alone. I mean, I couldn't have the others around. I have to tell you how I really feel. I want us to be honest with each other again. I miss those days so much. It took a lot of planning, bribery, and blackmail. Yeah, I'm here. Let's both call this a date, you know? You look so stunning in that. I mean, you've rivaled sunsets for as long as I've known you. But here it's amazing. I mean, you're like the perfect decoration. Your pot is the only light I see in this dark room. And it's glowing. It's incredible. I mean, you float in there like an angel. Supported by those chords and vital readers spreading out like perfectly black wings. It's such a sight. I wish you could see it too. It's so hard to restrain myself during the day. I just want to praise you, you know? You touch my hand in my glass like I am now, and spend every single second looking up at the wonder you are. But they'd get ideas. Coming up with a fake story was hard enough. I mean, bluffing my way out of trouble would be even harder. I mean, one of my co-workers, what was her name? Judy? Jane? Jill. Yeah, she started wondering about your life. She's thinking of contracting any loved ones you might have had. I want to tell her so badly that it's me. I'm the one you love most. And everything's under control. But I can't. They'd ask too many questions and Never mind. And this is our day. I shouldn't be worried about the future. I should be focused on you. So, how is it in there? Does all that solution feel nice when it's soaking into you? And taking all that pain away, preserving you perfectly? I've actually been taking a look at the most recent reports. In the span of 6 days, your spine is 86.3% repaired, with vitals showing no signs of stilled blood flow or breathing irregularities. Waking you up when it's finished is another matter entirely, but I'm glad that the possibility, is on the table. I wonder if you dream. The MRI scans keep coming back inconclusive. None of us can say for sure what state of mind you're in right now. Aside from comatose, but can't but imagine that you're having a peaceful dream. You always had an inviting imagination. Me dreaming of me in our time together. I've been thinking about those moments too. A lot, actually. I'm glad we're both still thinking about each other. Even death can't get in the way of our love. I love that past, but the future is where my mind isn't. This is where it's at right now. And I shouldn't be thinking about it. I should be thinking about the present and how I could get you back to where you are. But I can't help it. Imagine all the things we could do when you're finally conscious again and all the post-recovery tests are over. We could go back to that theme park you loved, or finally show that movie I've always wanted to show you. We could finally be a proper couple again. When we first had this substance shipped to us, I mean, I was fascinated by it, but also hesitant to go anywhere near it. This was alien to us. A miracle-working fluid with several materials not found on the periodic table. It's just discovered in the middle of nowhere. I mean, seriously? I mean, there had to be a catch of some sort. The universe is too cruel to hand something like this to humanity on a silver platter. I mean, first I thought to myself, maybe it irreparably alters the mind. Maybe it shortens lifespans and gives you a long-term disease. Even something really stupid like maybe it's sentient and it secretly feeds off of those that heal themselves in it. I was genuinely concerned that we're dealing with a horror beyond our comprehension. And how the hell did I get a degree? But it's effectively saved our relationship. And if these tests are truly successful, which I'm sure of, we can finally start selling this treatment. And all we need is a decent name, but that's for marketing to decide. I mean, whatever happens, this blight will finally end and we can look back on it like a bad dream. I mean, soon you'll be finally be out of there and we can all go back to normal. Wait. Do I really want normalcy, though? Think, Isaac. Normalcy is what did this to your love in the first place. Normal is not enough. I mean, it never was. You have the love of your life right here in front of you in a pod. Someplace they can't foolishly get out and hurt themselves. That's perfect. Oh, what am I saying? Of course it isn't. Nothing is right about that idea. If I tried to keep you in there forever, I'd have to never be able to touch your face again. And you'd never be able to tell me how grateful you are that I saved your life. I mean, we can't have that. But then what? I mean, we can't just go back to the status quo either. What if I didn't just heal you? What if I improved you? I could get some other solutions and chemicals being tested. Maybe even nanomites from that other lab. I could slip them into your tank or your oxygen machine. Have them get under your skin, change your body from the ground up, make you stronger. I want a world where if you're in the middle of the road, any car that hits you is more in danger of breaking. A world where anyone who even tries to convince one of us to be unfaithful can be picked up by the throat and thrown across the room. Anyone who would say these things sounds impossible. But, I mean, look at you. I mean, a week ago you were on the verge of death. Minutes from it took a miracle to save you. And I worked it. If I could utilize more miracle-working chemicals and machines, I mean, you could be perfect. No. You were perfect. And I was the perfect boyfriend. We were the perfect couple. We had the kind of chemistry everyone in the lab would envy. Perfect dates, perfect nights, perfect gifts. I mean, I was consumed with my studies before I met you back at the university, and I found myself slipping more and more away from my already distant friends, becoming a new person. Someone lonely. Their only company being scribbled notes surrounding them. Had I never met you, I'd probably be a workaholic cynic, trying to shut away everyone and believing we're all just a collection of cells and nothing more. When you helped me pick up all those papers, the wind blew apart and we started talking more, I felt that isolation type shell of mine start to crack. If somebody else had felt what I felt, I would have thought that they were being dramatic. It's just dopamine, romance and drug addictions come from the same brain section. I should have known better. This wasn't the VTA sending serotonin to the cortex, this was love. I mean, true, pure love. I mean, I enjoyed your company and you enjoyed mine and everything was perfect. You couldn't have hated me so easily, could you? I still treated you well. Made all your favourite foods, took you to your favourite restaurants. I did everything right. I mean, I trained myself to be the best man I could be, and it all was for you. There's just a few security measures, that's all. I mean, why did it go wrong? Was it the abruptness? Was it the lack of communication? Actually, maybe that was it. Man, I could have been more honest with you. I should have told you I wasn't just a biochemist. If you knew I dabbled in electronics and hacking, you could have been less surprised. You would have accepted it. I mean, so what if I wiretapped your phone and listened to every conversation? Is it a crime for a man to be a little paranoid? I mean, we were spending less and less time with each other. You were working from home. I mean, I had to make sure that nothing else was going on. And besides, I found it romantic. I mean, do you know how happy I was every single time I checked those hidden cameras and I didn't see an affair? It made me love you even more. Because you loved me more than I thought anyone could. I mean, why did you have to react like that when you discovered it? I mean, and why did you have to call me those foul things? I was just worried. Maybe I should have been calmer when I explained everything. But even then, you didn't have to run. I mean, why? Why did you run into traffic? Why did you make me carry your unconscious body to work and lie to all my fellow scientists? Do you know how hard that was? Do you know what mess you've thrown me into? I just wanted everything to be perfect. Just everything. You just... It's fine. It doesn't matter anymore. What's done is done. You're alive. And soon that tank will be drained, you'll be unhooked from all those devices, and you'll be awake again, where we can run tests and help you get back on your feet after spending so long suspended. Be able to touch your face again. Every day, imagine the moment you stepped out of the tank and I keep having these visions. Daydreams and such. Most likely they're the consequence of sleep deprivation, but I can't help but keep remembering them. And it starts with the tank being drained, with a lot of steam and vapor coming from nowhere, and then it clears away. Whatever I'm letting out, it's never you. It looks like you sometimes, but it's not you. It's too tall, or it's a colour humans aren't supposed to be, or there's a second mouse splitting down its chest, or its eyes are glowing red. When it looks at me, it slowly studies my body and face, and then, once it comprehends who I am, it either reacts with fear or absolute scorn. Then it uses a tall hand or claw or whatever the liquid gave it, and it ends me out of pure hatred with no regrets. You'd never do that, right? You don't hate me, do you? I mean, after all I've done to preserve you. I just want to talk again. I just want you to tell me that you forgive me. Why won't you just wake up and give me a sign? Anything. I just want you to love me again. Of course you love me. You need me. I know what's best for you. I know who you should stay away from and what you shouldn't do. And that's what you told me, right? That I improved your life. I can't I can do that even more. I can improve you. I will improve you. Brainwave scans, dopamine controllers, and electric collar. I'll make sure you'll never be able to leave my side because you won't want to. I mean, why would you want him? I'm the man that saved you. That saved your life. I mean, I'm the doctor here. I know what's best. Sorry. I know my last burst has been getting out of hand. I shouldn't be saying stuff like this. I mean, that's not the Isaac you fell in love with. The lack of sleep is, well, I don't need to explain it anymore. You get it. Actually, maybe I can fix that. 5 hours. Enough to catch up on some rest and sneak out if you're unnoticed. We can sleep with each other again. I mean, not exactly like before, but I can watch over you and you can watch over me. It's perfect. I miss you so much, my love. But we'll be able to talk again soon, I know it. Rest well in there, darling. When you come out, you'll feel like a brand new person, and we'll finally be able to embrace again. Boom. First one of the week. Knocked it out of the park. The third channel is coming along nicely. I'm going to basically open it and share a link once there's like 3 uploads on the channel so that you guys can basically binge that shit and subscribe when you want to. It's very experimental, I'll put it that way. A lot of the stuff is legit, like, it's sparsely edited. It just basically talks about whatever I wanted. I legit just recorded the first episode then I went from like interior design of my apartment to what's gonna happen in the next year, you know. So yeah, it's basically just raw and unfiltered, just me. You can pop it on the background. I'm thinking of maybe putting it on Spotify as like a podcast for you guys, so you can just basically just turn off your phone for those of you who don't have premium. But we'll see. Basically, I'll let you guys know when the project is ready, but for now, I'm just basically working hard on it. So, here's hoping that it does well, and that you guys enjoy it. As for me, I'm probably gonna sign off now because, I mean, I've got the day off tomorrow, but I might have a drink. Who knows? So, yeah, I'm gonna dip. So, alright, see you next video. Bye.